Right. I've got another Q&A. I haven't got my mics in because I just had to plug them in. They're not fully charged. And I've got multiple videos to record, so I need to get them fully charged. Yeah, I've got 15 questions. 15 questions, yeah. Decent questions again, they're good. Got a bit of thinking to do as well on some of them. Yeah. Let's get straight into it. Question 1. Have you done any driving lessons? I have, yeah. I've done loads of driving lessons. But yeah, I've done loads. I've just never committed to actually like getting test ready and getting a test. And I'm always on and off with my lessons. I never committed to it. So I've never done a test. It took me 7 attempts to pass my theory test. I passed on my 7th try. And that was about a year and a half ago. So I've not got long left to actually get my driving license before I have to redo my theory. You get like it's 2 years you get. I've got about 6 months left before I have to redo it. Unless I pass my driving test before then. So I do need to fucking get back into it, to be fair, because yeah, like I said, it took me 7 tries to pass my theory test. I don't really want to have to go through that again. But yeah, I've done loads of driving lessons. I've just never fully committed. But I should. I need to get back into it. Would you ever go to a drag queen show? I'm gonna say yeah, just for the experience. Because I want to experience everything in life. I've got this list of all my life experiences on it. The longer that list is, the better. I want to die with a long list of loads of experience I've done, loads of countries I've been to, loads. I want a long list of life experiences. And drag queen show is going to be a fucking experience. I mean, I know I'll be sat there in the theatre watching them men dressed up as girls, like trying to be funny, doing whatever they do, and I would get up and just walk out. I wouldn't be able to sit there and watch it. I'd go there for the experience, but it will be a waste of time. But I can say I've been to one. I can say it was shit, but yeah, I'd go to one just to say yeah, I've been. It's shit. Don't waste your time. Don't go. Do you know what I mean? The more life experience you've got, the more interesting you become as a person. The more your opinion matters. The more things, the more topics you can give your opinion on. Like the longer your list is, the more you can talk about, the more things you can talk about. You can have an input in anyone's conversation. Like you can be in the middle of a pub or a restaurant or wherever, and you hear or in a line or wherever it is you're doing, wherever you are, you can hear people having a conversation, and you're like, oh yeah, I've done that, I've been there. Do you know what I mean? And then you can turn around and give your opinion, and like you just become a more interesting person. And the more interesting you are as a person, the more influence you can gain, and the more influence you can gain, the more money you can make. Because when you've got a lot of influence, first of all, you can start a YouTube channel. That's why I'm starting one, to get influence. But if you already had influence, if you got famous elsewhere, like if you was a famous athlete, for example, like I am going to go back to MMA, but say I committed to MMA first, went pro, got like famous from it, maybe not UFC level, but still got something famous from it. I can use that fame to start a social media channel, like YouTube, Instagram, etc., TikTok, whatever. Make reels, and like all my fans would watch it. I've already got the influence, and then I'm building a social media channel. You make money from that. You make money from YouTube. You can start merch. Do you know what I mean? Now, once you've got influence, you can make money from those places. Like any business you start, like if you've got a lot of influence, you've already got the clients. if you've got loads of influence, you've got loads of fans, loads of people behind you that respect you and love you, and do you know what I mean? Like they're your fans. You can start a business. Like all you got to do is find a product, and then you've already got the clients. You're already 50% there in business. You haven't got to find a niche, find a product, and then find clients to sell it to. You've already got the clients. Now you just need a product to sell to them clients. So that is why I post on social media. I want influence, because once you have influence, any business you start, it's 50% done already. But yeah, I would go to a drag queen show just for the sake of just for being able to say I've been to one. You know what I mean? What is my first business plan? I just explained it. Like once I've got influence, I've got a few business plans. I'm not going to say them, because once you tell everyone what your plans are, or you tell everyone what it is you're going to do, it gives you a dopamine rush, like a false dopamine rush. It's like listening to music. You get a dopamine rush on something, and that dopamine rush kills your motivation, because if you want to do something, if you've got a dream, you've got motivation to achieve that dream. If you start telling everyone what your dream is, you're going to get a dopamine rush from that, from telling everyone your dream. You're going to get a dopamine rush from all that, and then it loses motivation because your brain like plays tricks on itself, right? Like your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and like dreams, right? So if you're dreaming something, you get a dopamine rush. Your brain thinks it's already happened almost. Obviously, you know it hasn't, but your brain already thinks it's already happened, because that dopamine rush sends nerves to your brain, and yeah, your brain literally thinks it's already happened. So it subconsciously kills all your motivation to achieve said dream. So I don't like saying what I'm doing before I've done it, before I've achieved it. Do you know what I mean? Like hustle in silence, let your success make the noise. I mean, I know that's contradicting myself when I'm posting over social media and YouTube and shit, but these aren't my business plans. I'm just doing this to build some fame. But obviously, I don't really care about fame. I'd rather be rich than famous, but being rich makes it a lot easier. Being famous makes it a lot easier to get rich. And if you want to build an empire, you want to have a good legacy, you need to be famous. How are you going to have a legacy? Like, you can have loads of kids and build a legacy that way, but no one's going to know about your kids. Do you know what I mean? It's only like your name carries on, but who's going to know your name? Do you know what I mean? You need to have fame. So if you want an empire and legacy, you need to be. Do you know what I mean? You need to have influence. Have you ever done any drugs? I've smoked loads of weed. I used to smoke loads of weed. I've tried mushrooms once, and that is it. That is all I've done. Smoke tobacco and drink caffeine. That's about it. That's it. I've not done coke, not done anything like that. I've smoked a bit of weed and tried mushrooms once. Mushrooms was a good experience. I'm not going to promote it to anyone else. I'm not going to tell anyone else to try it. I'm not going to say it's that good of an experience, you should try it. But when your brain works a certain way, it's not the worst idea. It enlightens your mind, either in a good way or a bad way. I might try it again. It was a good experience for me. I might try it again. But yeah, I might do. It's not definite. I might do. Will you ever do a meet and greet? So let's imagine I'm already famous. Let's imagine I've got 1 million subscribers. All my videos go viral. Do you know what I mean? I've got loads of fans, whatever. Like, let's say I'm a social media star. I don't think I'd probably not. Nah, I would, but I wouldn't. It wouldn't really be a meet and greet. It wouldn't be a meet and greet. What I would do, if say I'm already famous and I'm like traveling the world, if I'm in the mood to like see some fans, take some pictures, etc., I would I don't know. I don't think it would. like if I was to do it, it'd be like, yeah, if I'm traveling and I'm in the mood to talk to loads of fans, I'll post my story saying I'm in this country. I'm going to be here at this time. Like I posted like 20, 30 minutes before I go there. So I don't want the whole world seeing it, do you know what I mean? Because in an hour, anyone could fucking get a flight over kind of thing, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe not an hour, but I would post it about about half hour before before I'm there. I'm going to be here at this time. If you're there, you can come take some pictures, meet me in person, etc. And I'd be there for I'd be there for 20 minutes, if that. Like, I'd go there, take pictures with, I don't know, just to see how I feel. I'd take a few pictures until I get bored, and then, well, yeah, depends what's on my agenda, depends what I've got to do next. But yeah. If you had power, what would you do about immigration? I would simply turn all the boats around. I wouldn't let the boats in. I wouldn't let any more boats into our country. Yeah, I'd send them all around. Like, if they come here, these immigrants, they come over here saying that their country's dangerous and they need protection, so we let them in. And then once they're here, they start rioting and like raping our women, and they start making our country dangerous. Do you know what I mean? They walk around with their flag, promoting their country, calling our flag racist and offensive. But like, if they love their country so much, they would be in their country fighting for their country. So women and children, I understand, but it's majority middle-aged men that are actually coming over here. So I would simply, I don't know enough about it to actually talk heavily on it, but I do watch the news, and like I follow a few accounts on like TikTok, and I do watch a bit about it, but I don't know enough to actually talk heavily on it. I'm going to, yeah, I would simply just turn all the boats away. All the boats that come in from now on, I'll send them all away, and every middle-aged male, I was fucking send them back. Like, go fight for your country. What are you doing here? Go fight for your country. If you want to send your women and kids over here, cool. But you can go fight for your country. This is England. You're not going to call our flag racist. You're not going to promote your flag as if we're in your country. You know what I mean? You're not going to make anyone feel sorry for you. Go back to your country and fight for it. And then maybe people will feel sorry for you. Would you ever move to another country? If so, what country? I do want to move to another country. England is fucking shit. I don't want to live here. I will have, when I eventually get rich and I move out, I will have a house here that I will come and visit, come and stay when I'm visiting family, etc. But do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to. It's shit. I like hot weather. I want to be by the beach. Like, it's just shit here. It's like, yeah, I want to be by the beach. Fucking, I want to travel the whole world. And once I've travelled the whole world, or majority of the world, I will pick my favourite country, and that is where I'll buy a house, if you're able to get a house there. You need to start a business. Once you've got a business there, you can become a resident. Once you become a resident, you get a passport, and then you can get property there, and try and live there. But it's a long process, and you can't do it without shitloads of money. So, do you know what I mean? I'm going to focus on getting rich, and then I will travel the world, figure out, make up my mind of what my favourite country is, and that is where I'll have a place. That's where I'll move. I will have a place here to come and stay into it when I'm visiting family, like I said. But yeah, I do want to move to a different country. I don't know that at the moment. I've not been to many countries. Like, I love Turkey. I've been to Turkey quite a few times, and I love Turkey. It's nice there. Like, right now, out of the countries I've been to, I would say Turkey's my favourite country. What is your favourite meme? Hey, Unc, what's the quote of the day? Lock in and chase pum pum. And the guy replies to me, he's like, lock in and chase pum pum. Can you even do both? And then I made a video explaining why you can't do both. You can't look in and chase pum pum. You just can't. I'm not going to get into it now because I've already posted a video talking about it, literally talking strictly about that. And like I said earlier, I've got a few videos to record. I've got quite a few videos to record. And one of them, like, I've written a script. Obviously, I'm not professional yet, so I've had to like write notes in a script of what I'm going to talk about on my phone. And as I'm typing, as I'm like writing notes, it's got me into you can't look in the chase boom boom. So I'll go back into it there. I'll start talking about it again there. So I'm not going to talk about it now. But yeah, What are your Halloween plans? I'm gonna have a party here, I reckon, in my place. I'm See, I'm not a party guy. I've said it in a video before. I'm not a party guy. I prefer like going to a pub, having a few drinks, or getting the boys around and having a few drinks while watching the UFC or something. That is it. That's what my ideal drink up is. Or like I said, when I'm already drunk, I will go out somewhere. I go to a pub or have a few beers here, and then once I'm already drunk, I'll decide, cool, let's go out somewhere. Let's actually go out. But yeah, my Vinny has just come off tag, so yeah, that's what's encouraged me to have a party. Like, he's just come off tag. He's not long been able to stay out after 7 o'clock. So yeah, we're gonna have a Halloween party. Yeah. Can you do some challenge video? For example, cinnamon challenge, ice bucket challenge, Dorito roulette, etc. Wow, them 3 challenges are gay to start off with. Dorito challenge. My mum's Jamaican. I can hack spice. I'm black. So, do you know what I mean? That's not a challenge to me. I could eat a whole bag of like, I can't remember what the type of Doritos is called, but I could eat the whole bag like it's nothing. Cinnamon challenge. It's not a challenge. It's impossible. You can't do it. It's just a meme. Like, you're doing it just for the camera. Do you know what I mean? You can't do it. It's impossible just to swallow a load of powder in one go. I've seen videos of this in I've seen it, and yet yesterday I tried to I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday. I tried to what did I do? Protein powder. I tried to just swallow a scoop of protein powder, and I feel like this phone was turned off for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, we're still recording. But yeah, I tried to swallow a scoop of protein powder, and you can't do it. It's impossible to swallow that powder. It's in your mouth, and your mouth just clogs up. You can't do it. I had to fucking drink get a load of water in to make it more solid, and then had to chew it a bit, and it just weren't nice. And then half of it fell out. I was leaning over the sink, I was doing it. Half of it fell out. I swallowed the other half, and I tried that again. Half a scoop this time, and you know what I mean? But I had to do it with water. I put a bit of water in, literally a small bit of water in my mouth, done the half scoop, bit of water again, and then washed it around, chewed it and swallowed it. But do you know what I mean? It's impossible to swallow powder. Every time you breathe, it just blows out. I've seen the videos of it. It's impossible. You can't swallow cinnamon. It's stupid as well. I wouldn't embarrass myself doing that on camera. I wouldn't do that. Ice bucket challenge. I'm built different. I've done ice baths. I could easily sit in the bath. I know you said etc. I knew they were just examples, but yeah, I could easily sit there and get ice poured over me. And it's cold right now. You know what I mean? Maybe in the summer, but it's cold. I have actually got a one of them videos I've got to record. I said I've got one of them is a challenge video because I'm starting to work my way around YouTube now. I was on YouTube Studio the other day, and I found this inspiration part, and it told me a load of YouTube just gave me loads of ideas of videos I can do, related to the videos I've posted already, the videos I've done, and one of them was it was a challenge video. It was do an intense obstacle course or something. And I sat there and I fucking made an obstacle course. There's 10. It might have been 10. It was 7 or 8 things to do. It's like a race. Me and my brother were gonna do it. We've got to do all of them. He'll go around and do all of them first, and I'll do the next one. I'll do it after that, and whoever gets the quickest time wins. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. See how that goes. What was your last relationship like, and how did it end? What was it like? I don't know. It was do you know what I mean? Same with my relationships. I'm too young for a relationship. I'm not ready for a relationship right now. So that's kind of why I ended it. Do you know what I mean? I get bored quite easily. I get to a point where I don't want a relationship anymore, and it just once that mentality hits me, I need to get out of that relationship. Do you know what I mean? It's like I want to be single again. Not because I want to fuck around, because like, if I wanted to party, I'd do it anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna let that relationship stop me. So yeah, that's why it ended. I just didn't want a relationship anymore. Like I need like my own way. I need to get my own way, and it's like I like my own company. And when my girlfriends are moving in with me, it's like I can't get a break kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I need my own company. I like my own company. I need my own space. So I had to bring it to an end. But yeah, it was. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna hate on the girl. She was a nice girl. If you know who she was, then you know who she was. Well, yeah, nothing against her. Do you know what I mean? Nothing happened for it to end. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there was no reason for us to end. I just was bored of the relationship. Not bored of her, just ready to be single again. But yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. No hate. That's all love. But, well, yeah, it was all that. Do you know what I mean? I won. Yeah. We didn't do any HR run. There was no reason for it to end. I just, yeah. What's your favourite book? Can you read a page to us? My favourite book is... I haven't read a lot of books. I've read part of the Bible, 48 Laws of Power. I read a few pages of that. I've never like read a whole book. Never read a whole book. So I couldn't tell you what my favourite page is. But go read the Bible. You know what I mean? If you're watching this, go read the Bible. Would you be happy if you had a daughter? Yeah, I want daughters. I want like 7 sons and 3 daughters. Have 1 son at every continent. So when I'm famous and I'm an influencer, all my sons can set up their own YouTube channel and repeat everything that I've said. And that's how you build a legacy. Then I've got the whole world. But they're famous in their continent, they're famous in theirs. I'm here. Do you know what I mean? And that's you get world famous. Your world gets broadcasted worldwide. Preaching the word of God. Promoting me as a soldier. Yeah, that's how you build an army. That's how you get an army around the world. God's army. But yeah, have a son at every continent, and 3 daughters living with my main chick, my main girl. Do you know what I mean? Wifey. She can live with my 3 daughters can live with her. My sons are all around the world doing their own thing, and I'm here building the empire here. That would be the dream. If I had £100 million in the bank, that is how my life would be. But it's like I still see my sons. Do you know what I mean? If I'm like a multi-millionaire, I can. Do you know what I mean? We can travel. I'll go see them all the time. I just go spend like a month in South America, a month in North America, a month in Africa, a month in Australia, a month in fucking Asia, Europe. Do you know what I mean? Everywhere. And then be like, we have like little meetings, like once a month. Everyone would come to my place. Everyone would come to my house, my mansion, my bunker. And we'll discuss business, have a meeting there. Do you know what I mean? Catch up. Like FaceTime every day, like on like fucking Skype or whatever them you do in group video calls on. But yeah, I want a daughter. I'd be happy if I had a daughter, 100%. I want sons. I want multiple sons, but if I had a daughter, yeah, do you know what I mean? I want one, yeah. Gay son or thot daughter? Gay son or thot daughter? I honestly don't know. See, no, I'd probably say if I was to have to pick, I would have a gay son rather than a thot daughter, because having a thot daughter is simply a violation, right? It's simply a violation. I would rather have a gay son than a thot daughter. I'd have a gay son because you can have more sons. Like if one of my son's gay, cool. He's not going to be a fairy. He's not going to be dressing like a girl. He's still going to be a man, right? He's still going to treat the same way as my normal son. He's still going to be a man, but he just likes dick. Simple as that, right? I'm still gonna put that discipline in the same. I'm not gonna treat him like any different. I'm not gonna treat him like a girl, right? But by the time he turns out gay, like my son won't turn out gay anyway. The way I raised him, he just wouldn't turn out gay. It wouldn't happen. But if it was to happen, then do you know what I mean? He'd get treated the same way. He'd still be fucking like training MMA. He'd still be studying with my other sons. Do you know what I mean? He's like, I want to get rich because I want all my kids to be homeschooled. But obviously, when you're having seven, like 10 kids, you need money to be able to homeschool them. Like I'm on about like consistent homeschooling. Like every day they'd have lessons. So like they'd have tutors coming in. So they'd have an hour of maths, an hour of history, hour of geography, an hour of biology. The other science is pretty much bullshit. You don't really need it. Not bullshit, but irrelevant. Biology and then PE. Well, no, English. Do English. Like they'd have someone to come in and like teach them to read. After they once they know how to read, and the tutors have like left, I will hand them a dictionary. I'll hand them a dictionary and a pad of paper, like a piece of paper. Well, sons and daughters. I'll be like, look, son or kid. I'll say go through this dictionary, or go on the first page. So I mean, the first 3 words are like a and. I'd be like, write down the word. Obviously, every day it's gonna get harder. Do you know what I mean? Like, the easiest word is a and. Like, they have the 3 easiest words in the first 3 in the word. Write down the word. I want a definition of each word. And later on that day at the dinner table, I want you all to. At the end of the day, at the dinner table, you're going to tell me your 3 words. You're going to give me you're going to tell me how to spell that word, a definition, and a spelling. What's the spelling twice? You're going to tell me what the word is, how to spell it, and what the definition is. And you're going to do that without your piece of paper. You're going to write down the 3 words, write down the definition, teach yourself how to spell it. Obviously, you're copying it off the dictionary anyway, so you've got all day to fucking like read it. So once you've written down your 3 words, you've written down the definition of it, put the dictionary away, and keep your piece of paper. And you've got all day until dinner time to learn those 3 words and learn everything about them. How to spell them, what the word means, without your piece of paper. You've got to memorize it. And that will be their English. Learn how to read, but I'll get a person to come and teach them how to read, and then that'll be it. Every single day they're going to learn about 3 new words. And then the next morning, when I give them their dictionary and a piece of paper, I'm like, son, remind me, what were your 3 words yesterday? Now tell me the 3 words, but oh yeah, how do you spell that? But oh, okay, what does that mean? Oh, okay, cool, well, this one and that one, and then I'll do that every single morning to make sure they remember. They remembered from the day before. They haven't just done it for a day and then they forgot it. I'll keep them up to date. But I'll make it fun though. I want I'll make it fun for them. Obviously, getting homeschooled, like learning from home, having like brothers and sisters around you doing the same thing, like it's gonna be fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, it won't be like school. It'll be fun. And then once they've done all of that, like they'll do an hour of maths, history, geography, and then do their reading for an hour, and then they'll do an hour of like dictionary work, of writing their 3 words. Or as soon as they told me that I wrote my 3 words and here's a definition, I'm like, cool, you've got all day, fucking memorise it. Like, yeah, cool, you've got all day to like memorise them words. And then after they've done that, after they came to me and told me they know the words, I'm like, cool, go play, go have fun. Like, go spar your brothers. Do you know what I mean? Like, go on your bikes and fucking break a bone or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, go have some fun. Like, go in the garden and fucking get dirty. Like, go be boys. Do you know what I mean? I'll have a big garden for them to fucking like play in and fucking. I'll teach them how to play chess. Like, this in spare time, so I enjoy playing chess. So I'll teach my sons how to play it. They won't be playing games. They won't have phones. They'll be fucking traditional, fucking outdoor boys. Do you know what I mean? Outdoor kids. But yeah, that'll be about that's how I'll raise them. But yeah. So my point was So no matter what sexuality my kid is, they're all gonna be going through that same process. And if later in life my son says, "Dad, I like dick," about whatever, go do your thing, I don't want to hear about it. Like, I don't want to meet him. Do you know what I mean? Don't want to meet my son's boyfriend. Fuck knows. see how I feel in the time. But yeah, it wouldn't happen. Like the way I raised them, this wouldn't happen. Like, yeah, it would not happen. They're not gonna have any fucking transvestite, fucking non-binary bitches in my house teaching my sons. Do you know what I mean? They're not gonna be around any. Like, they're not even gonna know what that is. They're gonna talk biology. They're gonna read the Bible as well. They're gonna read part of the Bible. Yeah, but they'll be reading the Bible. Like when at the end of the day when I put them to bed, I'll fucking sit there and read them. Or we'll get all my stuff after dinner. Like after we've had dinner, we've had dessert, whatever. We'll get like whilst my missus is doing the dishes, we'll go sit. I'll take the kids in the living room. I'll sit them all down on the floor, put the campfire on. Everyone gets a fucking a tea or a chocolate or whatever, and I'll read the Bible to them. That'll be story time with me and all my kids. I'll read the Bible out to them. And do you know what I mean? My kids will all be raised Christian. It'll be a Christian household. But yeah, that'd be fun. And because they're getting taught Christianity and they're learning biology, they just wouldn't turn out to be gay. Like they're gonna be sparring every day. They're gonna learn MMA. They just wouldn't be. They'd be masculine boys. Do you know what I mean? And they wouldn't be around anything to know that gay's even a thing. No, I'm not homophobic. Do you know what I mean? I want loads of grandkids. Do you know what I mean? I want to build an empire. I want grandkids. Do you know what I mean? I want grandkids. So they need to have sons. That's it. Can you film a landscape? Boom. Send a landscape now. You're welcome. That is it. But yeah, they were fun questions. But yeah, like I said, I've got loads of videos to record. I need to fucking bounce. Oh, they come off camera and get this one going.